I wish people could see how much different it is when you are being authentic. Mm-hmm. How much more ease there is in your life.
Yeah.
It's almost like you just don't have to lie. Yeah. Like, let me ask you something. Have you ever been scared to do something that you knew was beneficial for you? But when you did it and you got on the other side of it, you just felt so much better because you're like, man, that's just a weight off my shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
And
hell yeah.
I remember the cold call was a good example.
Oh, fuck.
When you was like doing a cold call, that's a good example. It's like, oh man, so scared to do it. But when you did it, you was like,
bro, this shit.
Not only did I feel better about myself,
that's what I was telling some of my friends. I've been trying to encourage some of my friends to hop on like the YouTube and I was telling Danny earlier. She was like, man, I just don't know like the editing process is just overwhelming. I'm like, really, all you got to see is somebody do the process and like see it, and then you'll see that it's not that bad. So once you get on that, like, because for me, you remember me 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. I was definitely overthinking the YouTube process. Like I just didn't understand it. But when I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna do everything I gotta do to like figure this shit out. Mm-hmm. Like he was there to assist me and everything. But I got to the point back to where I understood, like, all right, this is how I take a video from personality all the way down to transferring it to the fucking you know what I'm saying, computer to edit the content. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like when I got on the other side of that, it was like, oh man, this is a relief. You know what I'm saying? It's easier now. Yeah. It's like,
I think it's just comparison again. Mm-hmm. That's about comparison. You comparing your personality because you're still missing. When you get too focused on content quality, what I think you're missing is that content quality doesn't sell. I've talked to you about this a lot of times. We make videos. We got to make a lot of creative videos. And you be like, man, you did your thing on the edit and the writing and all that. Mm-hmm. And what do I always say? You know what I always say?
Yeah.
I can do all that shit, bro, but the people make it.
Yeah.
If you can't act, it doesn't matter how great my script is. Mm-hmm. If you don't got personality, it doesn't matter how funny my lines are in the commercial. If you don't have the comedic timing to hit the notes in the commercial, it doesn't matter. The personality is what's selling this shit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I go one step further and say to myself that when I look at everything, that's all there is. Mm-hmm. Like people are sitting here like, man, I feel like the videos, you're comparing yourself to somebody who does the videos at a high level. One of the things I used to hate actually is for people to watch me film my videos. You know why? Because I sometimes go knock those videos out in one take. Mm-hmm. And people get the wrong impression about that. What people didn't see is that I used to wake up every day at 8:30 and do off the dome speeches. Mm-hmm. Just every morning. So imagine doing that for like a year. Like Future said, I freestyled every day. That's basically what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was freestyling speeches every single day. Nobody saw that.
Yeah.
So then I get in front of a camera and I freestyle the entire speech and everybody's like, oh bro, I need to be one. Like we had this thing amongst us. One take. Yeah. Do it in one take. And I used to be like, bro, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
I used to be telling it's not a thing.
Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Like that's not a thing. Let's get great shit. And that's all I care about. Yeah. So the same thing with the videos. I've seen, every time I see something, I love finding YouTube channels where the content from a technical standpoint is not that good, but they got millions of views. Because what it does to somebody's mind is say, damn, I could do this. Mm-hmm. Because that's all that needs to click.
Yeah.
And then once you get to the point where you understand we're living in an economy of personality right now. People's personalities make money. If you want to be successful in this world, authenticity is one of your best job securities because once you get a job based on your authentic personality, it's not going anywhere.
Ever.
You don't have to work to do it. Remember I said power versus force? When you do some shit that's not authentic, you got to force yourself to do it every day. I don't have to force myself to wake up and work.
No. It's here for you.
I came up from nothing. Started from the bottom. I see it with a clear eye. So I hustle.
Mama's house, 2 penthouse, yeah.